figured I'd get a training video done for you guys. And I'm going to train a little bit of standing for showing. And I'll use a couple of different dogs. So Phoebe's first go on a show lead, I think it is, or second go. Might be second go. So different breeds get shown differently. So Dalmatians, for example, are free stack breed, which means that you stack them. So that's harder. Kind of most of the time. Whereas with a GSP, you place their legs. So that's easier, but initially it's harder because you've got to teach the dog to tolerate you moving their legs. So, you know, just see how she's resisting. So there you go. So she gets a little treat then for stopping, resisting and allowing me. So I'm going to put the food away. Got both hands. She's just a bit fidgety because she wants the food. So now she's going to fight the lead. This is where it gets harder initially. So throw that side of me. Stand. Come on. Yeah, good girl. Got to do your nails too, haven't I, baby? So see how she doesn't want to let me have that leg. And now she's just facing me. Good girl. So she tolerated me moving her front legs fairly well, and not so much her back legs. So if I let go of this leg, see how she's swinging her bum? Good. Good. Come on. Come on. So this is a little bit of a battle of wills between me and her. I don't mind which way around she wants to face. This way's better because this is more the way you would be for a show class. She'd be facing the wrong way to everybody else if it was the other way. So this is where it's harder initially. And she's trying to lean on me. I don't want her to lean on me either. She's going to eat the lead because she's a bit frustrated. Alright, that's it. Good girl. Good girl. So this is boring training, Mummy, because I'm not getting a load of treats. Good. Come on. Come on, you've got to tolerate it, okay? It's not hurting you. See how she's eating the lead. She's going to try and eat me. She's going to try and bite me because she's just like, this is silly. Just wait. Babes, just wait. Just wait. I'm going to bite my finger. Right, good. Good. You just got to wait. You just got to stay still. Stillness. If I let my hand go now, you're going to fall over. See? Come on. Right, I'm trying to get the legs roughly right. Good. Phoebe? I know the lead's wrong, as in it's underneath her, but that was better. So that was good. That was good. Now, should we try for another one? So she's got to get used to me holding her tail and having my hand by her face for her showing. So I'm going to leave that there. And I'm going to just do a little bit of other training with her now. Just to sort of gain her faith a little bit in the process. And then I'll show you another dog. Okay, so I'm back. I've got Raven this time. I think I might just do like really short little sessions with all of them. Should have a little look at all of them because they all have their own like challenges, if you like. Right, so the other thing I didn't say is, see this mat? This is just like a yoga mat, I think it is. Got it cheap from a supermarket, and the reason I use that is the wooden floor is slippery, and it's not fair to ask them to stack properly with a slippery mat. So with a Dalmatian, because they're a free stack breed, you need to teach them how to move their legs. Yeah, and that's why we're doing a show stack training day, not a sitting day, really. So just, I got a little bit of treat, she's like wedged in my finger, and I'm just going to lure her forward till the front legs are square. I think that's a little bit of weight, overstacked. So yeah, back legs are probably a bit overstacked. Yeah. So, and if I need her to go backwards with her back legs, I just put both hands like under her chin slightly, and then she takes a step back, so under the chin. And then you can just wiggle them around till they're in the right place. The other thing you can do is just go like that, just move that one leg if it needs to be moved. So what Raven needs most, wait, is patience. She loves her food, she loves working, and she's, see how she's a bit like, food. Wait, good wait. And wait, so we do aeroplane fingers, and see how she moves. So we're going to restack her, and I'm not going to treat her because I've had to restack her, but I am going to use the treat in my hand to move her around. Aeroplane, that's not aeroplane. We'll restack because you just love working, don't you, baby girl? That's rubbish. That's even rubbisher. So yeah, the issue with Raven and Aria, more than anything else, is fidgeting, wanting to do more and more and more. Wait. Good wait. Good wait. Good wait. Good girl. So move the back leg. Good girl. Good wait. I mean, you can literally feed them their meal like this, just literally hand feeding them their meal in a show stack. And if you need to restack, I just sometimes do a couple of little tricks back. And the other one that's quite a good trick is bow. Good girl, stand. And they tend to go into a fairly good stand. Aria does the best one out of a stack. Out of a stack, out of a bow. So the reason I put the show lead on, as you can see, it's more in the way than it's out of the way. It's just so they get used to this. So I just got a cheap material lead for training, because as you saw, Phoebe chewed it a little bit, and I don't mind them chewing my training lead, but I don't like them chewing my leather show leads. Wait. And you'll eventually figure out where to stand. Like, you know, you're better off standing to the side and go like that with your hands. To see how she's just like, that hand's got food, mummy, and I need to put my lead better. So your lead should always be up and behind the ears. So we move that front leg. I wouldn't mind that front leg moving back. Stand. You were nearly doing good then, Rafe. You were. Nearly. And for me, with my wrist, holding the lead in my left hand is easier, just in case they get strong and lean into it a lot for the treat. Anyway, I'm going to leave Raven there because I want to show you a bit of everyone. So we have got the wriggliest, cheekiest, naughtiest Aria. So hers is, you can see she's a lot less wriggly actually than Raven is today, but she can be quite wriggly. So what you start to do is teach them to move around your hand. You like wriggled and twisted. Yes. Right, What's one back leg doing in the other back leg? They're not doing the same thing, you see? Bow. Bow. Yes. So I quite like to see them like leaning forward a little bit. So they almost like puff their chest out a little bit. So what I also like to teach them is to follow my hand, because what you'll often have is the judge standing like behind your shoulder and they want to see the dog's head. So they need to be able to see the dog's head without the dog doing that. Aria, go back up. Oh, you are being a little swine. You started off quite promising, and then it went to pot. It did, it went to pot. Down. Good girl. And stand. Good girl. So she's one. I quite like to get out a little bit ahead of her class, do some trick training, and then put her away, and then get her out for the actual class. I find that works really well for Aria. And I've got to do this because she is just the prettiest little monkey, and I want you guys to see just how pretty my Aria is. Yeah, you're pretty. So, you know, like with babies, and you do like the aeroplane spoon to their mouth. Do the aeroplane treat without them moving. It's quite tough, especially when in a wriggly worm like the Stinker Tinker. And the other thing you need to do is not get too excited in your voice. So if you get really excited in your voice, they get really excited, and then they get more wriggly because they think it's all exciting. And wait. Ooh. Good girl. See how that was my voice leveled down? She was wriggling this. Wait. Back. Wait. I know she's really out on that back leg. Stinker Tinker. Aria, this has also got a wriggly bum. The bum, it wriggles. Yes. Oh, good girl. Oh. Nearly. Nearly. No. Stand. Good. That's it. Better. Wait. 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 Yeah. See how she's really stretching into that then? So what I ought to do is we stand it this way. So I got it in my left hand is the main reason. Stand. Come on, stand. But I can hold her back. And see her face. So if you do that in the ring. Okay, go get him. Just to get him really like focused. So now we got the pod who's been in brambles. He's a little bit high-y because he's been in brambles because he's a stupid. So Pod is a hell of a lot slower than the girls. Hell of a lot less wriggly. He can still be a bit of a fidget, but he's so much stiller than the girls. He's like not square, so you want ideally all four legs pretty parallel side view. And that's where my mirror there is good. I do it this way, at least you're seeing his face. But I can really look at the mirror there and how he's looking. But yeah, as you can see, I want one back leg back a bit. Now it's back too much. Pod is easy. A lot easier than the girls. Could do with being a bit more stacked, I'm not saying. Good boy. He's so much easier. He's such a good boy. He's such a good boy. He's a bit slobbery though. I don't know. When you give Pod treats, your hands are quite wet. He's a lot slobberier than the girls. So I'm gradually getting him to lean more forward into the stack. This is where Pod is hard. Because he's strong. Well, he's being strong right now, but what I'm going to do in a sec. So again, you know, you can experiment with, are they better side on? Sometimes you find they sort of back up a little bit looking at you if you stood in front of them. So their front doesn't always look as good. Right, let's stack you. Good boy. Good boy. This is where he's going to find it hard. Right, we fidgeting too much. So see how I've changed the pattern where I'm stood side on and he's not quite as easy now. Okay, and find it. Let's have one more go with that because your back end wasn't very good. I think that's better. I'll probably look at the video and be like, that is shit. Excuse the finish. Good boy. Okay, go get him, Pod. Go find it. Pod, find it. You forgot I dropped some, didn't you? So, yet another one. This video is going to be so boring to some people because they're not into showing or they're not nosy enough to see what the dogs look like stacked. Dad! That's Pod getting in Dudley's face. So Pumpkin's hard because she tends to try too hard. I want that back leg to move, I did. She can stretch. Watch how much Pumpkin can stretch. So that's why Pumpkin's hard, because some dogs will find the stack quite naturally. And you know, not overdo it too much, but see. So if you try and take a step back away to give a bit more of a gap between you and Pumpkin, she just like stacks herself more. I don't know what the hell they're doing out there. I think they got a bottle. I hope they got a plastic bottle. And then when she overstretches, the top line dips. So yeah, Pumpkin is tough. And it's just, she's getting better because she's maturing more in her body. So she's finding it easier. Plus I quite consistently reward her for the right position. And then what I'm trying to do as well is keep her nose quite level. So the others, I don't mind them looking up at me. But the more she looks up, the more her top line dips, as you can see. It's a bit overstacked, but... And it's really annoying because she's actually got a very strong top line. But the way she stands makes it look quite a weak top line, and it's not. But she is usually better. So I kind of got my foot in front of her feet to encourage no more further front steps or forward steps. And then my hand out there. Good girl. And that'll do. I think that was like a nice little short and sweet place to end it. And then the other thing to work on with your dogs is, wait, go 1, 2, 3, catch. So they're focusing on your hand. Your hand is always positive because your hand is where the food comes from. You go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I mean, you could be strict and get them to stack into that as well, but 1, 2, 3. As I said there. 1, 2, pumpkin. 1, 2, 3. Pumpkin. 1, 2, 3. Pumpkin. 1, 2, 3. Should we do this? Should we show YouTube your beautiful face? 1, 1, 2, 3. Haha, you missed that. 1, 2, 3. Right, next one. So Nala Banana's turn. So Nala has the same trouble as Aria and Raven. Although I should probably say they have the same trouble as Nala, because Nala's the original, isn't she? She's the OG. Good. But as you can probably tell, me and Nala have done a lot of shows. We know each other well, don't we, Banana? So when she offers me stuff like this, bag, I go with it, and then we say stand. Spin. You again a bit like wide behind Banana, because I can see your back end really well in your mirror, because the mirror's showing your bottom. So what you gradually work on doing is having longer between giving them the treat or the bait. You know, you can pretty much go bang, 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 bang with food when they're learning to stand still. But with Nala's level, you should be able to hold it, mess with it in your hand. Some people throw it up and down, but I'm not very coordinated and I'm more likely to drop it. And then what I tend to do as well is I have other treats and I break them up. I get like the sort of treats that you break up, and then she's watching me break it up, and I can do a really slow delivery. Nut, stand, stand, Nala, stand. And my girls generally know hand to crotch level means to stack. They're like gone really far down on this mat, guys. Right, and wait. Wait. You know, the food is flowing. She wants it to keep flowing. You pretty girl, Banana. You pretty girl. See how she's just eyes on the prize. Slow delivery. So the other thing to do with the slow delivery in the aeroplane hand, go back a little bit, is wait. Nala, wait. So you slowly deliver it. If they move, you go back and you slowly deliver it. But she didn't move, so now she's moving because the hand's up. Stand. Again, hand to crotch level. Wait. Wait. I think we're getting out the shot now. We'll do this side even though it's not your best side. Slowly deliver it. Slowly So she moved, stand. So then I take it away. Slow. She moved. So obviously, if I deliver it quick, she doesn't move, yeah? So you can just gradually decrease the speed. She moved. Stand. And you could spend ages just messing about with this. Wait. Nala, you're a fidget bum. And it's harder for me now because I haven't got a lead to even kind of control where she's moving or how much she's moving. Which is part of the reason why I didn't, because she's, wait. Good. Good girl. So yeah, because she's more advanced to make it harder. So we got the Judith. So weirdly, she's not always the easiest to stack because she knows so many tricks. So we want to sort that back leg out, don't we? And that front leg's moved. That's better. Good girl. Back. So see how. Spin. Thank you. Bow. Stand. I don't know how, but you keep, I keep end up going really far back. So with Aria and Nala, they stand, it's better to stand them this way to the judge, because this side is their better spot side, so that's the side they're trying to show the judge more. But with the other girls, they're fairly even both sides. And pod. So it doesn't really matter too much. So this is where she's going to start offering me more tricks. I'm just going to ignore it. And this is why it's important to do a little session like this. If you've been doing sessions with other things, like trick training, like pod training for the advert, it's important to give them at least one show session where you just focus on them stacking. I think you might be the least wriggly today. Maybe Pod. You and Pod. So with her, she can look quite good. And I normally would have a lead. Let's see how we do that. We moved the back leg, didn't we? That back leg has got a mind of its own, Judith. It has. It's got a mind of its own. It's funny, after years of showing Nala, this way feels more natural for me to show a dog than stacking him the other side, the other way. And you think it doesn't make much difference, and it doesn't make a lot of difference, but I feel so much more natural that way. Good. So see how she's focused on my hand, and then the treat gets delivered. And the reason I move in side to side is one, to sort of get me used to showing both ways, or more in the habit of showing both ways. But also them, and also it's a chance for me to reposition them. And I've stood very good, Jude. Go up. Girl. Back. No, back. Girl. Back. Girl. Wait. 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 You being cheeky, Judith. The good thing about all my dogs is they'll always work for food. Might make them a bit wriggly because they're excited for food, but it makes them so much more workable. Down. Good girl. Stand. Good girl. think they were all quite successful little sessions, weren't they? Catch! I put 2 in there. Cheers. No, we don't go on tables. So yeah, see you all soon. Bye.